I've put in 4 years of training, and in Beijing I finished 9th, and this time for the 100 fly, of course, and then this time I find myself ranked top 3 in the world now for 100 fly. So I've been training really hard. I had a good national championships, good trials. I bettered my time by like 3 seconds. So the world record basically stands at just like a 57 for the 100 fly, and currently I'm on a 58. So it's just less than a second to drop to really catch that. Well, I'm definitely looking for the gold. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to hunt down the world record. I'm going to chase down the Brazilian world record holder in my category. But I'll be happy with anything really. I had the experience in Beijing, and I had a taste, and now I want to eat the entire cake. So I'm definitely going to go out there and try and bring back some medals. Well, I've qualified for 5, but I'm only competing in 3, which is the 100 fly, my main event, which is on the 1st of September. And then also the 400 meter freestyle as well as the 100 meter freestyle. At the end of 2006 in August, I lost my leg in a routine life-saving training exercise in Muizenburg in Cape Town. I lost my leg to the lower half of my right leg to a 4.7 meter great white shark. And it was like saving the life of my brother. The shark was heading for my brother, and I just sort of like drew the shark's attention away from him towards myself. In turn, screaming for the lifeguards to get my brother out of the water and get him safe into the rubber duck, and only finding myself to be alone in the water with this shark. And eventually the shark charged at me, got hold of the lower half of my right leg, and thrashed me around and pulled me underneath the water for about 50 meters. As I got pulled, underwater, I was fighting for my life, and eventually the shark shook me again underwater, breaking the lower half of my leg and just tearing it off basically. And eventually I swam for the surface because I just needed to breathe and stuff, where I was luckily to be met by the arms of my brother, who in turn pulled me back into the rubber duck and rushed me to the shoreline, where I was taken to hospital by helicopter. You're still allowed to achieve your dreams. You should never give up on your dreams. As a child, it was always my dream to represent South Africa. Obviously I started at the provincial level. I've always wanted to represent my province. And eventually I started becoming captain of the Western Province swimming team. And now I find myself, being in the Paralympic team and going to my 2nd Paralympics. So I'm really happy for that. My dreams have been achieved. But now I have one more goal, and that goal is to come home with a medal.